Hey everybody, Jeff aka GCurse here. I hope you're all doing great today. I got home from work and I decided to finish up some other projects for work. That's how much of a worker I am. I go home after my day is done and I'm still working. But then again, when you live by yourself, you do stuff to keep you busy. And if that means doing some extra work for work, you're going to do it. But anyway, so there I was, ladies and gentlemen. I went onto YouTube and I saw this. DSP punk ass or DSP's punk ass responds to Wings of Redemption calling him out. And I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. Now, I'm not sure if I'm the only one, but I'm pretty sure other people have noticed. Is it me? Or does it seem like Phil is now trying to speedrun his trip to the asylum? It seems like literally, lately, he is doing everything possible to make it look like he is stark raving insane. Everything from just blatant double talking hypocrisy to literally claiming that he is the center of everybody's universe. I don't know about you. But to me, it sounds like the guy, I think he's cracking. And this is actually something I've talked to other viewers about. My personal opinion. So take it however you want. You can say, "Hey Jeff, you're right. You got a good point there." You can say, "Jeff, you're a fat piece of shit. Fuck off." That's your right. But I personally believe that it wasn't so much the issue of taxes, how much he'd have to pay, that's why Phil moved to Washington State from Connecticut. No, I think Phil actually moved to Washington because it was almost as far as he could get besides, like, say, Alaska or Hawaii. He did not come here for the taxes. I think Phil literally came here to try to get as far away from anybody that would serve as like some sort of opposing view to him, somebody that would hold him accountable for his actions. To a really small extent, that's kind of like what John Rambo was. John Rambo kind of held Phil to, accountable for his actions. It wasn't the best, but he still tried. But I think Phil wanted to get away from all of that. He literally wanted to get away from his parents because odds are that they would constantly kind of remind him of his obligations, possibly. He just wanted to get rid of, or not rid of, but away from all of that type of individual. So he wanted to literally come all the way out here in order to just kind of live a life that he thought he was deserving of having. Basically, having no sort of counterbalance, no sort of responsibility, not having that voice to keep him on track. And look at how it's treating him for the last 10 plus years. I think the guy is literally going insane. But then again, when you literally kind of become a hermit for the last 10 plus years, is it really that shocking that he is taking a turn like this? I don't think it is. I think this is the normal outcome for somebody who has decided to literally kind of shun any sort of interactivity with people in the physical presence. I think that's what he's doing. I think he's literally he got himself to the point he thought that it was, it was going to be smooth sailing. He'd get rid of everybody who could actually stand up to him and say, "No, Phil, what you're doing is wrong." He got rid of all that, and then he became basically a loner. And now we are literally just witnessing the moral degradation of DSP gaming. But I'm not sure if anybody, like I said, if anybody's kind of noticed it. I think that's what's going on. I think that we are literally watching the guy having a mental breakdown, basically. But enough about that. Let's get to this video, shall we? Okay, so let's get the video loaded. Let's get the headphones on. 3, 2, 1.
I'm getting much better at muting. All right, now I'm getting much better at muting the
You know, this would be something to be proud of if Phil was like only into his second or third week of streaming. But Phil has been streaming, since like 2017, 2018-ish. I can't recall when he started streaming. He is now actively trying to basically curtail his rude manners or rude habits, or whatever you want to call it, mannerisms, the burping, belching, whatever you call it, you know. The fact is, he's always been like this, going all the way back to when he used to record gameplay straight off the television with a camcorder. He would belch, he would burp, he would snort. And back then it was even worse because he would do it and he would actually not even apologize or say excuse me or anything. And then he got microphone, he updated, he got capture cards, he got a microphone. Even when he like, say this Shure microphone that he has now, it has a mute button. All microphones have a mute button. I know you can't really see it, but my little blue, oh, you can't see it. Well, maybe you can. Well, maybe not. No, you can't. I have a red light here. Now, I'm going to push it. Hold on. See, I'm pushing it right about now. There. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that all these mics have a mute button. He could not be bothered with every microphone he's had since he started to stream, or even started to just record gameplay with a capture card or whatnot. He's never bothered to use the mute. He's never bothered to use it. He's had physical buttons on his microphones. He had, I'm not sure if they're called capacitance touch or whatever they're called. They're the ones you just have to literally kind of just touch and they would mute. His microphones have had all different types of mute buttons. He never bothered to use it. Even when the mic is as close as that mic is to him, he would still not press the mute button. However, now that he has some set of this sound device or whatever, now he can press the mute button. It's actually further away. That device is actually further away than the microphone is right now where you see. He could literally have just gone up and boop when he feels the need to burp or belch or whatever. He couldn't do that when he had just a mic. But now that he has a set, he has kind of reach. Why couldn't he do it when he had it on, when he was just using this microphone? Hell, if he was too lazy to just reach up and touch his microphone, on OBS, you could literally set up a hotkey. You could literally set up a hotkey to mute your mic. For me, the mute button is M. So here, I'm going to be talking right now. You're hearing me talk. And now I'm talking again. He is too lazy to have set up a mute hotkey for OBS. But he wants us to be like, yes, Phil, you're a good boy, Phil. You're actually having manners. You've been doing this for nearly 20 years, Phil. I would expect somebody who's been in their 20th year recording digital content to at least say, excuse me. But he is literally acting like, hey, give me a biscuit. I did a good thing. I can press mute when I burp. At least when I burp, I try to cover my mouth and I'll say, excuse me and stuff. And this isn't the only rude, nasty thing that he does. Do you remember a few years ago when he'd have those disposable water bottles and like some fucking schmuck, he would put it up to his microphone and crush it? Oh yeah, that's what a lot of people really like to hear, Phil. A fucktard like you crushing bottles on your microphone. Oh yeah. But yeah, now he wants head pats and belly rubs for doing what he should be doing because he is a goddamn adult.
Gross sound effects and things. If you're looking away, you may not even realize this morning I've already had to snort.
Wait a minute, Phil. I thought you said you didn't snort. I thought I don't know what he called it, but every time somebody actually called him out about the snorting, he would get upset about it. Remember that, guys? Remember every time when somebody would say, I don't snort, I have post-nasal drip. I don't snort. I don't know where you guys are coming from with this. Oh, this must be a detractor meme or something. Now he's calling it snorting. Really? Really? God, look at that dented face right there. Holy shit.
I've already cleared my throat multiple times and I just burped and never once on the mic. So
congratulations, Phil. You are an adult. Why do you feel the need to be praised for something you should be freaking doing? And even if you didn't want to press mute, you could at least go like, excuse me. You don't have to literally like be right next to your mic or whatever. I work with individuals who, physically have the bodies of like, say, 21, 22, 23-year-olds, but literally have the mentality of like, say, a 5 or 6-year-old. I am working with them because right now we are dealing with like a severe outbreak of the flu here in the United States. I am working with them that every time they cough, it's like we're constantly reminding them, you remember, cover your mouth, buddy. You got to cover your mouth. I would expect having to do something like that with the guys I work with. Not with a 43-year-old. Wait, what is he? 43, 44? Not with a 43 to 44-year-old well-adjusted married man.
Things are improving so but I know this basic shit, but you have to understand how this is why I get so excited. Because my stuff's so much better now and I'm improving constantly and I'm doing things that make the content better. And it makes me feel good about myself because for many years, all right, I was known as the guy that didn't deserve the success that he had.
You still don't. You still don't deserve what you have. You have literally walked all over everybody who tried to be nice to you, that tried to give you a hand up. You literally slap, you spit, you bite, you do everything possible to make people hate you. This whole, I've been treated so poorly. This, I'm actually a nice guy. All this sympathy speak doesn't fucking cut it with me. Everybody who's actually tried to help him try and be a better person. Let's say side scrollers, for example. What did he do to them? You know what he did to them. This is all a sympathy grab for him. I'm a nice guy, and they're literally just mean to me.
He burps, he farts, he snorts. Everything is terrible about his streams. Why would you watch him? Yet people did and supported me, right? Now, because you gave me the means to improve.
There's a difference between organic support and literally money, give me, tip, literally begging for money. There's a difference there, Phil. People give you money when you beg for hopes that you will shut the fuck up about it. It isn't that like, oh my God, you're such a nice guy, Phil. We love you so much. Here's a $5 bill. Here's a $5 bill. We think you're fucking awesome. It isn't like that, Phil. It isn't organic, growth that they're giving you money. No, when you're literally having to beg for it, it's not organic.
Look at me now, right? Now, super professional setup, doing all these things that I should have been doing.
Congratulations, Phil. You moved into the year 2016.
It's so awesome to have this little audio interface to just go, drop it.
Once again, he can literally just boop. Or if he, depending on the button he had, he why did he have to wait? Why did he have to wait 10 plus years that he's been using a freaking microphone to do the most simple thing like, why did he have to wait so long? He's trying to act like he is some sort of freaking adult, master level adult professional because he mutes when he can burp.
Today, I will thank you.
Oh God, here we go. This is another manipulation tactic. Oh, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. You see, I'm making prayer hands because I'm so great. It's all manipulation. It's all manipulation. And the thing is, there are people that actually fall for it. Well, he has to be serious. He's doing this. He sounds like he sounds like he's authentic when he's apologizing and being grateful. He's not. He's not. He's not. This is normal for him. This is what he's been allowed to get away with for decades. For freaking decades. It started with his parents. His parents allowed him to get away with it, and he thought, well, I can do it with my parents. I can do it with everybody else.
You all for changing my life, changing my content for the better. Thank you so much for your.
He had the money before. He had the money before. To those who are new watching this video, Phil had money a long, long time ago. He had money a long, long time ago to upgrade everything you see there on his video. No, he did not choose to upgrade it because basically 2 reasons. He's hard-headed and he's a gambling addict. The only reason he updated it now is because he figures he could milk people for it. Oh, look, guys, I'm a professional. You should give me more money because all the money you give me goes into into my setup. It should automatically go into your setup. You should not make upgrading my setup a reason for you to ask for money. It should be kind of expected when the viewers give you money that a good portion of that money that they give you goes back into your setup.
Support and coming out and hanging out with me in droves every day. It's amazing. I got a $2 tip. This person says, to be honest, your Street Fighter 6 stream last night was incredible. Your neutral is cerebral. You played consistently. You kept your cool. You should aim for Grandmaster. You're a cool dude. Yeah, you know what it is?
Okay, this has to be Ryan or Jade on a sock or something. I refuse to believe that anybody actually views his gameplay as that good. But let's see here.
Well, number one, now Street Fighter 6 has been out so long, I'm not just fighting the same characters over and over. Like last night, we fought a variety of characters, and that was very fun to face so many different characters instead of just the same. What are you talking about? People are saying, you need to talk about Wings of Redemption. No, I don't. I don't. I really don't. I can talk about whatever I want whenever I want. If I feel like talking about a drama topic today, I will.
But Phil, I thought you were not participating in drama. I thought you were above drama. I thought you liked to attack people who deal with drama like Kino Casino, because drama is the lowest common form of entertainment and only losers can do drama content because they lack creativity. You see what I'm talking about when I say that Phil is literally like, I think he's fucking crashing out hardcore. He is literally saying one thing 1 minute and doing the next in the following minute.
If I feel like just chilling and relaxing, I will. Because I am the master of my own destiny. I'm the king here, and I decide what's on my own stream.
Sorry, dude. Please do not say you're the master and all that. You're not Sid Vicious from professional wrestling. You're just not, Phil. You're a joke. You're a joke. You will dance if people throw you a dollar bill. Hell, if I wanted to throw this $5 bill at him, he would probably do whatever I told him to do.
I have no desire to talk about Wings today. I guess people are saying he talked shit about me last night. I didn't know that. I didn't pay any attention to it. Don't care.
Oh yeah, sure you don't care, Phil. That's why you're up at 2 and 3 in the morning, slipping into everybody's DM who you think will give you the biggest crumb of clout. If it isn't Kino that you're slipping into their DMs at 2 and 3 in the morning, it's Asmongold. If it isn't Asmongold, it's Wings of Redemption. If it's not Wings of Redemption's DMs that you're sliding into, it's his streams. Don't act like you're some holier than thou. I would never do that when there's literal evidence that shows that you would.
Some people are saying, why were you in Wings chat last night? So literally, here's what happened. My wife went upstairs.
Oh, so now he was. So he was. He literally just... I don't have to do that stuff. And this is what I said. 1 minute he says he's not doing something. The next he says he is.
to take a shower so that we were going to go to sleep. And I was cleaning up in the kitchen, which I always do every night, you know, putting stuff away, putting dishes away that we.
Dude, you eat off of paper plates. What? How many dishes are there? How many dishes are you cleaning, Phil, when you literally just eat off of paper plates, paper bowls, most likely plastic spoons? What? Oh my God, please don't tell me he's recycling and reusing the same paper plates and plastic silverware. Oh God, please don't tell me that. Please don't tell me that.
Wash during the day or whatever, you know, and I opened up my phone just browsing because I wanted to see, you know, are my videos live yet? How are they looking? And in the feed, there it is. Wings of Redemption is streaming. And every once in a while, I do drop into his streams to see what he's doing.
But I thought you said you don't do that, Phil. You literally just said you don't even deal with that sort of stuff. And here you are now literally saying you go into his streams.
So I just clicked on it, and I'm not even kidding you. I click on it, and the first thing that I see in here, Wing says, oh, well, why are we timing him out? We should give him some leniency. I said, what? And I was reading the chat, and people were like, this guy had apparently donated over $100 in super chats, and he had said something. I don't know if it was an outright insult or he had said something like risque, and the moderator timed him out for 24 hours. The guy had given over $100 to Wing's stream, which is his goal. That's Wing's goal for his stream. He literally hit the goal by himself, and the moderator timed him out.
Oh, Phil's actually being serious here. How many times have people, tipped Phil, generously, and they may have said the one thing that sets him off, and not only do they not get timed out, they get outright blocked. They get outright blocked. And what does Phil like to say? Haha, thanks for the money, idiot. Now it's mine, and you're blocked, or some shit like that. Hello, pot calling kettle.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, does this not sound familiar? Remember?
Yeah, it's you, Phil. You are literally talking about yourself right now.
You know, when I was in Wing's stream, and I was talking with him, and I was sending him contributions, and I was like, hey, let's talk about appearing on my show and stuff. And then the mod timed me out, too, even though
Phil knows why he was timed out, but in case, he wants to play stupid, and people who are first-time watchers to my videos sees this and be like, he may not know why. Here's the reason why Phil was blocked or timed out. He literally hijacked the stream. Phil literally made it about himself. Now, keep in mind, Phil made it about himself on Wings of Redemption stream. When people even tried to talk to Phil about possibly having a bad day, a family member died, they lost their job, life is just treating them poorly, Phil will attack those viewers and say, why the fuck are you making about yourself? This isn't about you. But Phil feels like it's his right to go to somebody else's stream and make it about himself.
I was asking, what's his goal? I'll hit his goal for him today.
He's literally just talking about it right now.
So he doesn't have to worry about it. His moderators do not actually moderate. They insulate, coddle, protect, and or hurt Wings of Redemption.
Ooh, wow. Geez, does that sound like somebody else we know? Oh, that's right. It sounds like DSP's moderators. Phil has literally encircled himself with a bunch of jerking off, glad handling yes men. This is why Phil went to, Washington. He took himself to Washington, and he got himself encircled by people that will not hold him responsible for jack shit. If I had mods and I was acting up, I would expect my mods to go, hey, Jeff, you're acting like a piece of shit. You may want to fix it. No, not Phil. Not Phil. Phil could literally spit on his viewers, and his mod be like, yeah, you go, Phil. You go, Phil. Like I said, 1 minute, the next minute, he will literally he'll contradict what he says within a minute.
His moderators are not a good moderating team because they're not there to just stop the trolling. They're there to basically, like, push Wings into this one corner, and he can't get out of it.
Pot calling kettle. Reservation for 2.
Or doing something that's against YouTube terms of service. Why would you time them out for 24 hours? They're paying Wings.
Why do you not only not time out the people, why do you block the people who are paying you, Phil? How many detractors would tip you $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, and simply say snort, and you would fucking block them? Oh, that's right. It's okay for Phil to do it, but nobody else. Phil has this one-way street mentality. It's okay for him to do stuff, but the moment you do it, oh, you're the fucking devil.
He's not streaming for his own, desires of doing a hobby. He's streaming for money. It's his job. Why would you time him out? So that's what I mean. Like, this is what Wings doesn't realize. The people who are around him are not good for him. His teammates, when he plays Battlefield, talk gossip and drama and get him into trouble.
If they do or don't, that's Wings' responsibility to deal with. It's not yours, Phil. You are nobody's police officer to go and tell them what they should and shouldn't be doing. It's at your place to go onto somebody's stream and say, hey, I wouldn't be doing that. You have too many fires in your own damn kitchen to be worrying about.
His freaking moderators hurt him because they moderate poorly. But he doesn't listen to reason because these are the people he spends time with every day on his stream. Okay? So that he thinks that they're his friend group. They're not. They're essentially kind of using him.
Let me guess. They're not Wings' friends. Phil is Wings' friend. Is that seriously where we're getting to right now with this? Is this seriously what Phil you're gonna say, Phil? Really, Phil? If my choice was jumping off a cliff or having Phil as a friend, that cliff would look mighty fucking appealing right about now.
But he doesn't get it. All right. So anyway, I jumped on the stream for 5 seconds, literally just to.
Oh, it's more than 5 seconds. I will make you a bet. It's more than 5 seconds. Phil's ego will not allow him to leave. He will sit there. He may. Oh God, what's it called? I can't recall what it's called when you just sit there and you watch a stream, but you don't like participate. You're just literally like watching it, like he's stalking or he's a stalker, or background watching. I don't know what it's called. His ego will not allow him to leave because he wants to know if somebody is saying something about him. That's why he is up every freaking evening when he should be in bed with his wife. That is why he is up on X, on YouTube, on Facebook, on whatever, seeing if somebody's saying something about him.
See what was going on, and this was going on. So I said in chat, literally, wow, what a coincidence. Wings moderator, once again, timing someone out who's trying to help him. This totally hasn't happened before. And I was actually so disgusted that I just closed the stream.
So he acted like a fucking little bitch. Oh, I'm going to make a deal, Tommy. I'm going to be so mad. I'm going to be so mad. And I'm going to put them in their place. Enter. And then before they actually have a fucking chance to defend themselves, he's going to run like a little pussy that he is. He's a coward. He doesn't have the fucking scrotum to actually stand there and defend himself. I'm going to walk up, hit him, and then run off like a little fucking coward. That's what this guy is. That's what he is.
So I literally watched Wing stream for about 25 seconds.
Oh, I thought it was like 5 seconds, and now it's 25 seconds. Like I said, 5 seconds, 25 seconds. Now he'll probably say, oh, I was there for a minute, 30 minutes. What the fuck is it, Phil?
I've had enough. I was like, this behavior's still going on, and I just closed it and didn't go back.
Was that 5 seconds into watching the stream, or 25 seconds, or a minute, or 30 minutes, Phil?
And I can assume that's probably what a lot of people do, too. They go to his stream, they see what it is, they're like, so basically he's giggling with this friend group of players who are just gossip people.
Oh my God, somebody is giggling with possible friends, it's almost like that they don't necessarily view it only as a job. Yes, he says it's his job and everything, but it's almost like he has possible friends. That's ultimately, now that I say that, that's ultimately what the issue is, ladies and gentlemen. That's what is driving Phil up the wall. It isn't so much the fact that these people are a bad influence and they're not good for Wings Redemption. It's Wings has something Phil doesn't have. Phil wants to have that group of people that he could just talk to on, like, say, a multiplayer game. That's what he actually wants, and that's what... How the fuck did I not realize it until now that I'm watching this video? That's ultimately what it is. It isn't the fact that they're good people or they're bad people or whatnot. He wants that interaction, and that's why he's seething with this. That's why he is upset with this. He wants what another guy has.
Right? And then his moderators are being ridiculous to people in the chat, even people who are supporting the guy. They're timing them out. I don't want to be here. And then you leave.
And that's why he's probably hitting his goals or some shit. Is he really failing if he's making his goals, Phil?
So I wish him the best, really.
No, you don't, Phil. You have proven time in and time out you are a toxic motherfucker. You don't give a flying shit if somebody about anybody but yourself. If you actually cared about somebody, you would not have told the doctors to leave Leanna on the side of the street with a goddamn pill. Yeah, you and her were not in a relationship anymore, but the fact is, the lady was having some sort of fucking breakdown. And your answer was to leave her on the side of the road with a pill. Not because she was your ex-girlfriend or whatever, but because it took time away from you from playing your precious fucking video games. And he acts like he's a fucking man.
I do. I wish him the best, but certainly not the way that I would conduct my streams, and you guys know that, you know? If that were the case, why would I even allow Kick to exist?
He literally, I think he's going to say it pretty soon, because he talks about it before. The reason that he keeps Kick is because he gets paid based on so many people watching, based on however long it is. I will make you a bet that if he still didn't get paid based on how many people were watching his content, he would have fucking got rid of Kick a long time ago. But because he gets a few pennies every couple hours, he's going to keep it.
Literally right now in the Kick chat, 80% of the people there are trolls. They're just sitting there saying,
gee, I wonder why, Phil. It couldn't have anything to do with your shit personality. Phil thinks that these people are they just magically appear out of thin air like a fucking Tribble from Star Trek. No, Phil creates his own hell. Phil creates his own hell. You want to know what Phil's hell is? A fucking chat room full of trolls just tormenting him. Phil creates his own drama.
Dumb shit, trying to insult me or whatever, but I'm getting paid for their presence.
Bam. Bam. He gets paid for it. If he didn't get paid for it, you think he would keep this up? No. He only keeps him there because he gets something out of it.
So I'm not going to shut down the Kick. Oh, well, I know the Kick is a bunch of trolls. I'll just shut it down then. No. Go ahead. If I'm getting paid for it, then fuck it. Right? As long as you guys know there's rules. You can't dox. You can't.
Well, no, you're right. Only Phil can dox what she's done before. Oh, yeah, to those who are new watching this video, Phil has doxed people before. If you watch this video and you think, oh my God, this fat motherfucker here, GCurse, I don't like him. I'm going to go to Phil. I'm going to give him money. You're opening yourself up to be doxed by Phil. He has done it before, and he will do it again.
Say horrible things about family members. You can't be getting...
Oh, wow. Yeah, somebody like Phil has never said anything mean about anybody. Need I talk about the whole Thanos snap or the whole eat shit out of my ass comment that he did? Oh yeah, Phil, he's just an innocent boy that never did anything wrong to anybody, right?
Into arguments and insulting other chatters. You know what I mean? There's general rules of behavior. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, have at it. You've seen how it is over there. And the thing is, people who want to be more positive will come over to the YouTube side and hang out with people who are more chill, and they don't have to deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
He's banned scanning right now. That's what he's doing.
And that's what we do, is we hang out and have a good time with each other, and we don't have to worry about the nonsense that's going on in the drama sphere, right?
Except you like to delve into the drama whenever you say you don't. You're a hypocrite, Phil. Oh my god, he's drinking piss.
There you go. Okay. Oh, Soul at 2 a.m. Thank you so much for $5. No, I didn't see that. Soul at 2 a.m. says, did you see that the casino is crying about duty streams uploading their content with ads on?
Phil, this is drama. Why are you responding to this? You've made it known before that if a troll says something and they tip you and you don't like it, you're just not going to respond to it anymore. So why are you responding to this, Phil? You don't deal with drama, Phil. Remember? Remember, Phil? You don't deal with drama. You're a positive, chill guy. You only want to have fun, play games, and make friends. Why are you dealing with drama, Phil?
When they were still alive? No, I didn't see that because I don't pay any attention to that at all. I told you, even though I'm at the center of it, meaning all of them operate around me and rely.
Here's that ego again, ladies and gentlemen.
I've not seen a piece of content of duty streams.
Oh, bullshit. I made your ex to fucking doubt on that one.
Here, I take that back. There was the one clip.
Boy, what was that? Less than 15 seconds after I said exit out, and here he goes again. Literally just affirming what I just said. He literally just now says he's watching a duty stream video.
That my wife had seen the thumbnail of.
Oh, yes. Yes. Let's use your wife as a shield to hide behind you actually watching it. The wife had nothing to do with it, Phil. You just wanted to watch it, but you wanted to hide behind the wife to try and make it sound like you weren't actively looking. You were fucking looking, Phil. We know you were.
And she showed me the thumbnail. So I saw a thumbnail. I didn't press play.
Liar. You're lying, Phil. Stop fucking lying.
Pretty much at all, besides maybe, again, a few screen captures people posted on social media. I don't watch their stuff. I have no desire to. It's a waste of my time. So thank you to Soul at 2 a.m. for $5. But hey, you know what? It's inevitable. They're all going to come crashing down and kill each other anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like they are. That's inevitable. All my enemies will eventually go at each other and end up destroying each other. So I don't really care. They can do whatever they want.
Except when you go on rants, unhinged rants.
I'm not involved in it. I don't want to be involved in it at all.
Then why do you keep talking about it, Phil? If Phil literally did not want to be involved, he would just ignore everything that somebody says that has something to do with a third party, and he would literally just focus on the gameplay. But nope. He likes to live in both worlds. He wants to try to act all high and mighty and pious, and yet he likes to get down in the dirt. You can't have it both ways, Phil.
Okay. No, I did not dog Wing's streaming career for 10 minutes. I pointed out the flaws. I pointed out the apparent and obvious flaws that anyone who watches him for 5 minutes could figure out, but that he is somehow living in his own bubble.
Remember, he doesn't deal with drama, guys.
People can't see. You know, it's like you're living inside of it, so you can't see it going on around you. But if you would just step...
This is actually a good description for Phil. He doesn't see the shit that he does, and he doesn't see how the people that, that he's surrounded himself with, they're literally insulating him. They're literally insulated. Phil is describing himself, and possibly Wings of Redemption. He's describing himself perfectly right now.
1 foot this way or 1 foot that way, you would actually see what's going on. And He needs to hear it, but I don't think he's ever going to listen because he's become insulated. He insulates himself.
Well, okay, Phil.
So now he's angry at me because I somehow cost him $1,000 when I had nothing to do with costing him any money.
Oh yeah, by the way, I was talking about that whole ego and how he's literally thinking that the universe revolves around him. He literally thinks that any money that Keemstar was going to give to him, to DSP Wings and LTG, it isn't their money. It was all his money. It's because he was there. If that's not egotistical, I don't know what the fuck is.
I'm the one who created the money, so I can accept it or decline it however. I see fit, and it's none of his business. But to him, oh, that's money out of my pocket because I didn't want to sit here streaming. I would have had $1,000 to pay my property taxes. But, I talked about this yesterday. I'm not dogging his career. I'm telling you, the guy has problems, and, this is what I observed with it.
A guy with problems is calling out another guy who claims that has problems. I can't make this shit up, ladies and gentlemen.
In 25 seconds of sitting on a stream.
Okay, so we are saying it was 25 seconds. Not 5 seconds. It was 25 seconds.
Filipino, how you doing, man?
Wow, all this dead air. Holy shit.
I don't know anything about Boogie. I don't pay any attention to him. I really don't. Like, I know apparently he's tried to bait me to talk about him over the years.
What are you doing right now, Phil? Literally, this is what I talk about when somebody says something in my videos. If I don't like it, or if it doesn't even bother me, I don't really acknowledge it. I don't. That would be the best advice I could give Phil. Why, if you claim that you're drama free, that you're supposed to be a happy-go-lucky guy, why the fuck are you talking about this shit?
It's been a lolcow live tactic is to make Boogie talk junk about DSP. I have not heard a piece of it. I don't care. Completely fabricated nonsense.
Oh, I'm pretty sure he knows and he cares.
What's up, King Michael? I got rid of the imposter. Unless there's another one, but I got rid of the imposter.
Oh, we're doing another band scanning, huh? Cool. Very cool.
Okay, we got one news story I wanted to talk about this morning, actually, before we get to the Lego build. So let's talk about it now because we're getting to the point where we're going to switch over to the Legos in a moment here. Hold on.
All right. Like I said at the very beginning of this video, I think Phil is trying to speedrun, how quickly he can be institutionalized. The guy, there is something going on. This guy is freaking cracking. And I think it's just because of the fact that he has been literally isolated for over 10 plus years. That's why, he treats his cat like it's literally, I'm not talking about the wife, I'm talking about the actual cat. That's why he treats that fucking mutilated cat like it's a human being. Look, you don't believe me? Look at the way he talks to that cat. Look at the way he acts towards that. He literally treats that cat like it's a fucking human being. And it's sad as fuck. But yeah, so literally, it's to the point now, he is contradicting himself. Just listen to me. He'll say one thing and within the same breath, he will contradict himself. But yeah, so I just wanted to get this video out. I saw the title and, once again, I saw this title and I just thought it was fucking hilarious. I thought it was hilarious. So I thought I'd give you my thoughts about it. That's it. Peace out.